This episode is brought to you by Iams Pet Food. When you choose Iams dry dog or cat food, you can see a difference in your pet with your own eyes. Healthy energy in 5 days, healthy digestion in 10 days, and healthy skin and coat in just 25 days. Satisfaction for you and them. Guaranteed or your money back. Feed Iams dry dog or cat food and see a visible difference. Visit iams.com/difference to learn more.
Hey, it's Austin James. If you're like me, trying to live your best life while living with diabetes, you can relate to worrying if you're doing a good job managing your diabetes. I use the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor to get real-time glucose readings and see the impact of every meal and activity to make better decisions. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor can help me live life with diabetes on my own terms, and it gives me more time for the things I love, like being a dad and a musician. Now this is progress. Learn more at freestylelibre.us.
For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
This is Optimal Work Daily, a training program for single tasking and focus, Part 2, by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. The micro skills. There are lots of micro skills you can practice, and you'll find some of your own as you adjust your practice based on mistakes and continued learning, blocking Facebook when needed, for example. But here are some that I recommend practicing. 1. Pick several important tasks to work on today. Each morning, or maybe even better the night before, you can pick 3 important tasks to focus on for the day or the next day. What tasks will move the needle on your important projects or important areas in your life? You might have a million to do, but just pick 3. You can always pick 3 more if you finish those early. 2. Pick one of those important tasks. In the morning, pick one of your 3 important tasks to focus on first. Yes, they're all important, but you'll get to the others later. For now, you can only do one. Pick one and focus on that. By the way, after you finish your 3 important tasks, you can decide to focus on smaller tasks, like answering email, paying bills, replying to messages, etc., for half an hour or whatever you need. They're valid things to use for your focus training sessions. 3. Set yourself to do that task with focus. That means that you're going to do nothing but focus on this task. You're going to use it as a practice session. You might set a timer. You're going to practice the micro skills in this section with this task consciously and not switch. 4. Clear a space and make this feel important. That means clear a physical space, however clear you can get it in a minute or so, and clear your computer of whatever you don't need. Turn off your phone. See this as a really important training session worth using up some of your life instead of just a mindless task to get through. 5. Set an intention. As you get started, set an intention for how you want to practice. Examples: I want to be fully present as I read this article. Or, I want to practice focus deliberately as I write for 10 minutes. Or, I'm going to do this task with love in my heart for the people I'm serving. The intention is a way to remind yourself of the way you want to show up for this focus session. 6. Have only the tools you need open. That means closing all apps, turning off your phone. You don't need a million things open to do this task. There's just you and your yoga mat, just you and your writing app, just you and your book. 7. Notice your urge to put it off. When you choose a task to focus on, you will often have an urge to put off starting. Notice this urge and pay close attention to how it feels. It's an urge, a moment of uncertainty and discomfort, and temptation to do something easier or more certain. It's nothing you can't handle and not a reason to run. Stay with your task instead of switching to something else, and stay with how the urge feels in your body. 8. Stay with it for just 5 minutes. Focus with complete devotion to this task for 5 minutes. You can lengthen to 10 or 15 minutes after mastering the 5-minute session. 9. Watch your urge to switch. As you do your focus session, at different times, you'll often feel an urge to switch. You don't need to switch just because you have the urge. Sit with the urge, meditating on how it feels, staying with it as you did with the urge to put off the task, which was number 7 a moment ago. Let the urge get really strong and realize that it's nothing to be afraid of, nothing you need to run away from. 10. Take a short break and then mindfully come back. Try setting a timer for your focus session. Then when it goes off, set another 5-minute timer and take a break. Then come back to the task and do another focus session. You don't have to do this every time, but it is a micro skill to practice. 11. Mindfully immerse yourself in the task. As you do the task, try to be fully immersed in it, having your mind fully in the task and/or the physical sensations you feel as you do the task. This means noticing when your mind is wandering and coming back. There's nothing but you, your body, and this task. 12. Find gratitude when you finish, as well as during. As you're doing the task, you can feel gratitude that you're able to do it. Gratitude for being alive, for being able to serve someone you care about by doing this task, for your growth as you practice focus. And as you finish your session, you can feel gratitude that you were able to focus, even if only for a little while, and that you furthered along your task or finished it. Amazing! These are some of the micro skills that I've found important to practice. After years of working on these skills, I can confidently say that I'm much better at them, though there are times when I need to remind myself to practice, of course. Is focus and single tasking something you want to get better at? Is it important to you? Will it serve you and the people you serve? Then set yourself to a training plan today. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled A Training Program for Single Tasking and Focus by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. When it comes to hiring, don't go searching for the one. Just meet your match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree. Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Future you faces some big expectations. Work out more, go to bed earlier, and most importantly, make smart money decisions. Thankfully, today you has Bank of America. One place with tools and guidance to help balance tasks from budgeting to saving. So you can just be you with big plans. Do more with a bank that asks, what would you like the power to do? Explore our tips and more at bankofamerica.com/futureyou.
And that concludes Leo's post from yesterday. And if you're not familiar with it, Zen Habits is about finding simplicity and mindfulness in the daily chaos of our lives. It's about clearing the clutter so we can focus on what's important, create something amazing, and find happiness. It has over 1 million readers and was named one of the top 25 blogs by Time magazine. And if you enjoy Leo's work, come check out our other shows where we narrate even more of his content since he writes on so many different subjects. You can find all of our shows by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you get your audio, and then hit subscribe or follow in the podcast app of your choice to get new episodes automatically each and every day. Or you can come by oldpodcast.com to see all the shows we have, plus much more, and I have that linked in this episode's description. And that's going to do it for today. I thank you as always for being here with me and listening all the way through, and I'll be back here tomorrow for the Monday show, where your optimal life awaits.